This morning's Coffee With is with Wilmer Valderrama.
And the satellite interview is furnished by Fuse Media. Wilmer, welcome back to the Morning Edition in WJZ. Today we're talking about the Hollywood Pudding Emoji Show. The Hollywood Puppet Pudding Emoji Show.
Is that good?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That worked?
That's actually renamed the show. That was actually definitely damn clever.
Well, we worked it. You know, I got to be honest with you. At first I was reading about this, and I thought, you know, I'm not too sure. We may be, pulling a reach here. But I've been watching the interviews. I've been watching the marionette next to you. And I'm thinking of the skill that is required to make that happen and to make those puppets and to visualize what you guys are doing in these skits. And I'm pretty darn impressed, dude. Talk about it.
Oh, thank you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it was important that we we nailed it right. We needed it to make sense, and I think that we went to the best of the best teams out there who master marionettes and who also can design marionettes that embody our artists, So it was important that we got, the best of the best to work on a show. But you're right. I mean, I'm in awe of what these artists can do with these puppets, and the way that they can reenact the stories is hilarious. It really works. I mean, it really works. It was one of those things that you caught lightning in a bottle when you thought, what if? And it actually turning out a pretty fun idea.
The celebrities that you have on the show, Terry Crews, Joe Jonas, Gina Rodriguez, how hard was it for you to convince them to do the show, or were they super excited as soon as they heard about it?
Oh, they were super excited. They were super happy. Also, keep in mind that I cast this through my phone book. You know what I mean? So I got on my phone and I just said, hey guys, so here's a crazy story. I have a new show that if you tell a really crazy, funny story, it gets reenacted by puppets. And they just thought it was so ridiculously fun that they're like, hey, let's do it, man. That sounds funny. And then, the show kind of just came about like me sitting around with my friends and telling these crazy stories and saying, man, if people only knew the stuff that happens to us, And then that's kind of how it was born, And then eventually I started calling my friends, say, do you have a crazy story? And they go, oh, man, this story. And then I go, wow, that would play great being reenacted by puppets. And that's kind of how it was born.
Okay, and I get that. So you pick up the phone, you call an Amber Rose, whoever. But where do you find you pick up the phone and find somebody who's an expert at marionettes?
Yeah, I mean, there's artists, there's a whole industry, marionette and puppeteering, it's its own art form, and there's places you can go. I mean, the most familiar to us is obviously like the Muppets and Sesame Street and things like that. Mr. Rogers. And you see that play out, and you go, okay, well, there's. That's in our form. So we researched, man, and we found the best of the best to come and play with us, and we asked all the right questions. How difficult is it to do this? How difficult is it to do that? Can they really embody emotions? And these artists who drive these puppets, really know how to do that.
Isn't it a bit strange though, looking at this little Wilmer next to you?
Yeah, it was a little weird when I'm not gonna lie. I got a little freaked out when I first saw him, and then when we started cutting the shows together and the episodes together, you really got to see that, like, oh wow, this is me walking around as a puppet, and my voice is coming out of it, and actually I can really watch him do his thing, So that kind of made it a big. That was the kind of the secret sauce. I was like, okay, this is gonna work.
Listen, this is cool. Okay, so it's on Fuse. When is it on? You can always check the listings and find the repeat. But when is the first run?
It's Tuesday nights. It's Tuesday nights at around 10:30 p.m. Eastern time.
Hey, Wilmer, our time has run short. Again, once I started thinking about this and watching that, I'm definitely gonna, because we do the morning thing. I'll throw it on DVR, but I'm gonna definitely check it out and see if it draws me in. Well done indeed. You got guts pulling this off. The Hollywood Puppet Chocolate Pudding Emoji Show.
That's very good, man.
Yeah, feel free to use it. And tell the little guy he can use it too. We'll see you.
Thanks, Wilmer.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye. See ya. He said duty show is also acceptable.
Yes, it is.
He said.